Going on, guys? It's been a while. Work, school kind of got in the way of things. Funk and I have actually been talking about getting back on here and recording more, so me and him have to talk about that a little more coming up. This is kind of the dog days of gambling where we have NBA finals and NHL Stanley Cup coming to an end, and then all we're doing up until college football and football season is betting baseball, but finally have a little more time during the summer to record. So I'm going to try to start doing some DFS first looks. So my plan is um, record at night just talking about pitchers and then during the day talking about stacks, unless Funk and I have a better idea. And we really don't have great ideas sometimes, but we'll probably get that to work eventually. So for Friday, May 23rd, I'm just gonna go over pictures I like, maybe share a couple others. We'll just go from there. So Friday's slate, I don't know what this is. All right, whatever. All right, we'll just go down the list and then I'll just kind of rank some of mine. Zach Wheeler, the Athletics don't strike out as much. I mean, they've been better recently, but it's Wheeler. Funk and I never get Wheeler correct. If you're paying 11,000, which my personal opinion, it's a little much, but his game logs recently, I mean, he's just been on fire. So they priced him correctly. The issue is you're gonna have to find a bunch of cheap stacks, but overall, not a bad pick. Chris Sale at number two, same thing here. San Diego, second fewest strikeouts per game. My counter argument to that, it's Chris Sale. And when he's going, he's going. He looked a little shaky at the beginning of the year, but it seems like recently he's been picking it up. So I don't hate that pick either. Pablo Lopez, kind of the same thing with Wheeler. I never get him right. KC strikes out the fewest in the MLB. His prop is set at 5.5. So you would kind of hope that he gets near that prop, just doesn't give up any earned and maybe just goes 6 or 7. I think he's going to be pretty cheap, or excuse me, he's going to be very low owned just because of other pitchers on the slate. Pavetta, I'm probably going to stay away from. I know if I remember, I mean, he has like a good stretch of games here. Had this shitty start against Colorado, bounce back against Seattle. I know Atlanta isn't what they used to be. They still have big bats. Olson and Ozuna both homered today. They still have the potential. I think it's a little risky, but he's kind of on my lower tier of start. Clark Schmidt's going to be pretty chalky going up against Colorado. Little cheaper. I mean, ERA is okay. Colorado strikes out like the most in the MLB. Numbers aren't too terrible. You would obviously kind of hope it would be more, but going up against Colorado, if you're playing a cash lineup, definitely the pitcher to go to. Zach Gallen, I really don't like. St. Louis has been kind of nuts. I think they're on like a huge winning streak or some shit, and Gallen just hasn't looked good. Tyler Mahle has been insane. 9,100 is a little nuts to me, in my opinion. I mean, 1.47 ERA. I remember back in April, I think it was this game I played him, and I just had like a crazy freaking lineup with him, and he was like 8,600 or something. And he was 8,600 with, it was early on in the season, but going up against my White Sox, I mean, he's going to be pretty chalk too. I think Schmidt's going to be a little bit more chalky than Melee, but there really isn't any other pitchers. If you are playing multiple lineups and you want to take a shot and get better bats, I would say screw it and go Noah Cameron. Look at these stats. Now, granted, even with 5 walks, 3 strikeouts, went 6 in the third, got 38. Going up against Minnesota, they're right in the middle of the pack in terms of strikeouts. That's a shot if you're playing multiple lineups. I'm probably only going to be playing 2 lineups because what I end up doing with myself is, I'll have, if I play like 5 lineups, 2 of them will go nuts and I'm like breaking even. I don't have that type of bankroll like all the Sharks do. Not yet, at least. Kikuchi is interesting against Miami. Again, if you're playing multiple lineups, he's had some stretches where he's looked okay. I mean, even against the Dodgers, he pitched well. But I mean, the amount of walks is just insane, which obviously gets his pitch count up. Um, if I had to rank them, nothing else really stands out, to be honest. I'm a Schaumburg guy, so I mean, sure. No, you really shouldn't. Um, if you're playing tournament, I would focus on Melee, Schmidt, um, Wheeler, Sale. If you're playing, and obviously Cameron down here, wherever he is. If you're playing multiple, I would get some shares of Noah Cameron. For cash games, the four you should look into are Wheeler, Sale, Schmidt, and Melee. I think Wheeler is going to be contrarian just because of the price tag. I think Chris Sale is going to be 20 to 30%, maybe a little bit more. Way chalkier are going to be Schmidt and Melee, kind of because they're affordable and they have great matchups. But other than that, that's it. I don't really have much else at the moment. If you're playing, like I keep saying, if you're playing multiple lineups, get some shares of like Cameron, Melee, Schmidt, Lopez, and Cameron. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Like I said, Funk and I are gonna talk and figure out something to making a bit of a comeback and talking more baseball. Um, yeah, maybe sometime tomorrow I'll wait until data comes out and see what that is, check weather reports and do some stacks. So that will do it. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.